Sheared garments are all the rage right now. It's like hot item right now. So hello YouTube friends and welcome to another sewing projects for beginner. On today's video, I will be showing you how I made that tube top right behind me using only one piece of fabric and no pattern needed. This is a no pattern sewing project. I am going to show you how to easily make a sheared top without using an elastic thread. So this is super easy, no pattern needed. We are only going to use one panel of fabric for this top right here. So yeah, I am super excited to share it with you guys. I'm also going to show you how to measure your body to get the proper measurement for the top. Anyway, before we get started, be in the know, subscribe, and hit the notifications so you will get notified whenever I post a new one. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'll be using this leftover vintage fabric that I purchased at the flea market when we used to live in Texas. So I really like this, and luckily I have plenty. So you are just going to simply measure that. So oh, that is that. So that is 31, and you're just going to multiply it by 1.5. So 31 times 1.5, and that is the width of your fabric for the bodice. And then you are going to measure, so from here, so how wide do you want your sheared fabric? So it's going to be, to me, I think it's going to be, maybe I will do 12 inches. 31 times 1.5 is 46.5. So that is the width of the bodice. Guys, I just have my pin box. So this is like a Kate Spade. This is a Kate Spade watch box that I reuse to hold my pins. Now it looks so adorable. Some people has bouquet in a box. I do have pins in a box. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of fabric. I'm just going to cut it on the floor and I will come back to you. After I cut out the fabric, it should look something like this. And instead of 12 inches that I mentioned earlier, I cut out 13 inches to compensate for the hemlines on the top and bottom of the panel. This is the selvage area, and look, it's super nice and neat, and I don't have to hem this side here, so that is really nice. So that's that. If you don't have a selvage area, you are going to hem that as well by double folding it, just rolling it. Now that this fabric is ready, I am super excited to start sewing the shearing project. I will be using about 1/4 of an inch wide elastic. Put it on the very top. So this is going to be the neckline, and I'm going to stretch as I sew, and I will be using a zigzag stitch. This DIY shearing project, I am actually going to do a different design. So instead of shearing every 1/2 inch, we'll do one on the neckline and then waistline to get a different design. This time I actually saw a top like this on Zizan, and I really love it. So I thought I am going to show you how to easily create that sheer design. Simply measure the neckline down to under my bust area. That is about 7 inches. So the measurement will vary according to your size, obviously. From that line that I mark right at the center of the fabric, I am going to mark 2 inches. Originally, I was going to do 3 rows of sheer stitch, but I changed my mind just because I want this top to have a peplum design. If you want the top to be longer, you are just going to add length. So I did 12 inches. So if you are a tall person or you want it a long top, you are just going to add more to that 12 inches that I said earlier. So now I am going to start shearing. As you can see, this process is so easy. I'm just going to pull the elastic, or I'm going to stretch the elastic as I sew. Stretching the elastic as I could, just because I want the top to be snug, so it's going to be fitted, and I don't want any gaping on the neckline, just because I want it to be secure. Are still watching, I want to say thank you for supporting my channel, you guys. We reached 89,000 subscribers the other day, and I'm so excited about it. It seems like my hard work is paying off, and yes, I'm just so happy about that. As you know, my sewing projects are not viral. I am no COOLIRPA or any popular sewing blogger here on YouTube. It takes me months to get 1,000 views. So I am just thankful that viewers like you still like to watch my tutorials. I really appreciate that. And yes, I just want to say thank you guys. You are awesome. Let's go back to the sewing tutorial. I am now going to trim off the elastic, and by the way, I don't measure the elastic. I just place it on the wrong side of the fabric and then start shearing, and then once I reach the end of the fabric, I just simply trim it off. So that's how I do it. I don't measure. So if you ask me how long the elastic should be, the rule of thumb is the elastic is going to be half the length of your panel. I don't cut the elastic prior to shearing, just because I don't want to run out of elastic, and that's going to be a lot of hard work to seam rip everything. So it's much better to give your project some extra elastic so you don't have to keep on redoing things. Now I am going to shear the bust area. It's gonna give this top an empire waist, which is super nice and very flattering. Empire waist garments, dresses, or top is very flattering. It looks very regal and very goddess-like. Absolutely love this shearing technique. It is pull-through. This is so easy. By the way, you guys, elastic threads and elastic are two different elastic. So this is a legit how to shear stitch without an elastic thread. After I am done shearing, it should look something like this. As you can see, it looks super pretty already, and it is very stretchy. I just have to press it so it will look so professional and neat. The back look like this. As you can see, it is very neat. I also already pressed the fabric, that's why it lays flatter now. Now it's time to join the seam. I'm simply just going to sew it close. Then I tried it on, and it needs to be adjusted. So I'm going to take in about 2 inches from here. That's why it is very important to try on the garment so you can adjust it accordingly. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this tube top. It looks super chic, a perfect summer staple. Watch out for the second part of this tutorial, where I am going to show you how to add sleeves on the top so I can actually wear it. Yay! So that's it, you guys, and I hope you like this sewing projects for beginner. I told you it is super easy. This shearing tutorial is so easy to do, perfect for beginner. Traditional way is so difficult and frustrating, and this one is super easy. It's foolproof, and you are gonna get beautiful result each time. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.